I know that I have said this in the past, and I repeat myself again this week. As I have returned here, it is always amazing to see what goes on when I'm not here. It's fantastic, and I've said it more than once. Maybe I should go away more often. I return, and here's this glorious tree on our wall to symbolize how we continue to evolve and to grow. Knowing that as our roots, however you want to say that, go deep, we find nourishment in one another. We find nourishment in our faith. We find nourishment in our own decisions and value systems, and of our very understanding of who we are called to be as a sacred person, as a holy divine being created in a sense of holiness. And so when we understand where we get our nourishment from, then our tree grows. And through different seasons of living, we put on, we give off, we put on new growth. And leaves come from a variety of places. And so this metaphor is one that we will have for a while as we consider ways that we are producing and we are continuing to evolve within the seasons of our lifespan here, both as individuals and as a congregation of faith or a community of faith. The second thing that happened while I was gone, the stone seating wall that will hold a perennial garden that will also become an internment garden. Well, the base of that is finished. It now needs some backfilling and then the cap blocks to go on top of it. So that will happen tomorrow, and it's always amazing to see who shows up by an email invitation. And so if you are needing some manual labor, I invite you to show up on a Saturday. If Saturdays aren't good for you, there are also some opportunities that happen on an early evening or even a weekday morning. I am here, and in this phase and in the next phase, I have some leadership in that. And so if you want to help with the paver patio or another part of this project, I implore you to be in touch with me. We are continuing to build here. We are continuing to understand a sense of stewardship of these lands. As resources come to us, the gift for the Rogers Memorial Garden, talents of painting and time to come and choose paint colors and to put them up on the wall, and people to design a tree. There are amazing people here. And when we understand our gift to community, well, that is a piece of our nourishment. That's a piece of how our roots are strong, and we continue to offer our gifts for the growth of this community. As we move later into July, it's time for us to have another time of fellowship. And currently, I do not have one of those scheduled. If you would be willing to help with that, a game night, a community building night, maybe a dance night, whatever that might be for you, a super soaker event, a water balloon fight night, would you be in touch with me? Because it is time again for us to come together and to celebrate one another and just to have fun. Because when we have fun together, well, that's another piece of our roots finding nourishment, of having that long, cold drink of water that offers us growth so that our leaves can certainly thrive. Because when we come together and we build these relationships, build this community, then this tree is able to withstand the storms, the windstorms, the hailstorms, the snowstorms, and that is how our community finds its own strength. So I look forward to hearing from you. Our worship series will continue, blessed to us. This Sunday particular on July the 10th, we will explore these different seasons that we go through. Sometimes the dormancy of winter can be just hard, specifically for those of us who may even have a diagnosed seasonal affective disorder. And yet we know even through those moments that cause us sadness or grief or heartache, there still is blessing within those. There is a strength within those, knowing that we are part of something bigger than our own selves. And knowing that if we hang on long enough, that the spring warmth will come one more time, that the sun will come out one more time, and our new growth, our new leaves will pop out. I invite you this week and in the coming weeks as we move towards our 20th anniversary that you would use this as metaphor. How do you understand our nourishment? Where have our roots grown deep? How do you understand the different seasons that we have lived through, that we have ebbed and flowed through? Where have those times been when we might have lost a limb? And then how did we regrow other limbs as we continue to be a strong community of faith here? That is about all I have for this week. Again, I say thank you for a time of vacation. When you have the opportunity to do a wedding in Jackson, Wyoming, it just makes sense economically to stay a few extra days and to soak in all the glory of that amazing range of granite that has literally just popped out of the ground with valleys all around it. So my heart has been nourished, my spirit, my soul has been nourished with a time of vacation. I know that this season, this summer, is one of those where we take a camping trip here, we go to the pool on this day, we find an afternoon to go to the lake. Or maybe we have a whole week away. Whatever that time of Sabbath is for you, I hope that you are saying yes and that you are finding ways to nourish your soul. For in these warm days of July and what will become even warmer days in August, I hope that you are finding those cool, long drinks of water or those wonderfully cold ice sweet tastes of watermelon or fresh peaches. Whatever the case might be, I hope that you are finding nourishment in this summer season. Until next week, so long, and may blessings soak into your very being.